enough is enough.
Mr. Speaker, I would have preferred their old version.
Resume your seat.
Mr. Speaker, their old version.
Resume your seat. Yes, honorable member.
Afenyo marking will be or hard year. You say Speaker Bagbin we too open. Once you see Ubia, despite the fact say or ye NDC ni mapa. Despite the fact say the minority MP for Musano or making sure say the NDC as our party no film no. More the huge majority among former numbers near the NCC NDC MPP MPs for no. Now so Afenyo marking anytime Bia or tries or bedding about our smart will be anything I defy LGBTQ a year since summer could buy from last week NPP for a same way a genome say by force. Just a coin Bia so the NDC MPs on pendream pass. Almost one kind day and I say uncle can baby I say penny may pass more and I didn't happy under your government more and more resistance on my pass that bill to the extent say more casa co-founder a secretary to me a threat in parliament say when a man for this bill and by a Jubilee House bill that time no only one worker and so not saying it's be any and so happen and NPP MPs for act to say the penny LGBTQ so meanwhile they so happy under your watch and no abamba been the ruling and hold about say there must be some update about that bill for your marking sorry or just or smart or babe Miss Koti a speaker name some more cano at the propaganda account a speaker at Siana Kajanse on resuming is it tenacity come on to net tenacity enough is enough I just say back with his and chimney Time-Ayariga so akasa on the do you always see a fire a santibedi to no yankunen kuti ewenchi chima odeba
that to the bill as you know the 8th parliament is history. So are all the businesses that were pending in the 8th parliament. They all ended with the 8th parliament. And so we have a new parliament, the 9th parliament. And therefore what was pending there came to an end and had to be reintroduced. And so it was reintroduced. In spite of the challenges I had with the former president, it was actually transmitted to the former president. They wrote to tell us that they will not assent to it. The only constitutional error they committed was they didn't give us the reasons why they will not assent to it. And they did not also transmit the bill back to us. They imprisoned it there. And so we didn't get the bill back. So the 9th parliament on resumption took back the bill, and as you recall, that's a private member's bill. And so members of this house took it up. They've gone through the whole process as detailed out in our standing orders. But as it went through the process, the new government indicated that they wanted to take it as a public bill. I personally disagreed. I made it known to His Excellency the President that this is an initiative of our people, the traditional leaders, the religious leaders, civil society leaders. Ghanaians wanted this bill passed through private members' bill. And so be it. We'll process it as private members' bill. Now, the processes had finished. And as you know, it has to come back to the Speaker. You know, our rules have given what the Speaker is expected to do. which I will do before it can be laid in the House. That was not done. And so when it was put on the order paper, I queried it because you haven't heard from me according to the standing order. So that will be done before it's laid before the House. But because a lot of work has already been done, we think that it's going to have smooth process in the House because both sides of the House now support it, and His Excellency the President has given indication that he's ready and willing at any time that is passed by the House to assent to it. Honorable members, this language was proposed by me as the chairman of the Constitutional and Legal Committee. Initially, our laws were not passed that way. But the 1992 Constitution is clear in its rendition. We had to debate this as to how to couch the intro, or what we call the preamble of the bills. The preamble of the bills, which legally is termed the enacting formula of bills. There was a debate chaired by the then Speaker, D.F. Anang, and I had to propose this, and everybody was convinced, and it's been adopted since then. And that's why you have it. We always say passed by the Parliament of Ghana and assented to by the President. That was not the enacting formula. And I think it has worked for us. So please, hold your peace. It will come sooner than later. Civil society is getting restless again, but I want to assure them that they know my passion in this matter. And I want to get it properly passed so that implementation becomes easier. There are a few things that our attention has been drawn to, which we'll work on together here. Yes.
Speaker, with respect, the Speaker, thank you for always bringing to light important matters. But Mr. Speaker, just by way of clarity, you indicated that there are some problems that have been identified with the bill that was passed by the 8th Parliament. In other words, the attention of Mr. Speaker has been drawn to some few things. Mr. Speaker, we will be happy that at the appropriate time, some of these issues are shared with us, Mr. Speaker, because for us, this is a very important matter, and I'm happy that you have brought it to a peaceful rest, considering the unyielding posture our friends opposite me took on this matter, even where we were proposing some amendment for safe landing and we had had discussions. They never supported it. And in a hot afternoon, they decided to hang us with that bill, and they were partisanly political with it. So if today, as Mr. Speaker has put it, they themselves have realized that the bill they passed was problematic, and they would want to, yes, that their attention, if today they have seen that the attention has been drawn to some excesses in the bill, however too late in the day, it is good that they themselves have come to that realization. But Mr. Speaker, we wait patiently for that day We wait patiently for that day. But Mr. Speaker, our friends must know that sometimes when they place a rat poison on another man's tank, it will not take too long for they themselves to taste that rat poison. We are patiently waiting for this LGBT bill. We are patiently waiting for the corrected version. Mr. Speaker, I speak no more.
Honorable Minority Leader, don't read different meaning into what I said. Just wait. You know, Mr. Speaker is very open. So whatever it is, I'll let you know. But there's no corrected version or this and that. No. It may be an improvement, but that doesn't mean a corrected version. I think enough is enough.
Mr. Speaker, I would have preferred their old version.
Resume your seat.
Mr. Speaker, their old version.
Resume your seat. Yes, Honourable Member.
On the issue of LGBTQ, I remain convinced that the fastest way to enact the LGBTQ is if we assume that the bill has been passed by Parliament, in which case what is left is just the assent. That's the fastest way. If you recall, the bill spent close to 1 year in this chamber. The bill spent close to 1 year in this chamber. So if we bring it back and start all over again, I cannot tell how long the bill will be in this house. Okay? Now, I took a position that once the bill was transmitted to the presidency, then it was within the bosom of the presidency to decide what to do with it. But after sitting, I consulted the drafting office, and the drafting office reported to me that the bill was never transmitted to the presidency. That was the report I got. That because officials appointed by the NPP sitting at the presidency wrote a letter threatening this parliament not to bring the bill there. The party of Honorable Deputy Chief Whip, his party threatened Parliament not to bring the bill to the presidency. And today, you are sitting here and pretending and behaving as if you are so interested in having the bill enacted, when you had every opportunity in this country to have the bill enacted and assented to by the president. Nana Akufo-Addo, you refused to give the assent. There were demonstrations in this country, demonstrations upon demonstrations, just to get the assent. And you refused. Some of us went to court to try and compel him. You refused. To get a mandamus to compel him. You refused. Today, you are pretending to Ghanaians that you are so interested in the LGBTQ legislation. And we in the NDC, who did everything to get you to give the assent, you are creating an impression that we are no longer committed to the bill. I thought the fastest way is to treat the bill as having been passed. But if you want us to start all over again, I want to assure you that this side of our house is ready to start all over again. So, Mr. Speaker, like I indicated, we are in your hands. Give us directives what you think. I am told that the bill was never transmitted to the presidency. So if the bill was not transmitted to the presidency to be assented to after it had been passed by this house, Mr. Speaker, it creates quite a legal issue. So I thought that we should wait for you to come and give us some direction on the matter, and then we can proceed. But let me give every assurance that we are ready to pass this bill as a house on this side. And let me also give you assurance that I have personally spoken with the president, and he has no hesitation to sign if this parliament should pass the bill. Unlike his predecessor, who did everything to avoid giving assent to this bill, including threatening parliament. I am surprised that a sitting president has threatened the legislature and nothing has been done about it. A secretary to the president writes a letter threatening the clerk that he should cease and desist every effort to present a bill duly passed by this house, and nothing has happened to him. This raises serious constitutional matters, and if the independence and autonomy and integrity of this parliament is to be restored, action must be taken. He should be referred to Privileges Committee for writing to this house and threatening this house and stopping this house from exercising its constitutional responsibility. This is a matter that should go to Privileges Committee, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, we should not countenance behavior like that.
I was out for Time-Ayariga near Bridge, Papa. Things a neck days a hodwa this a year. Honorable MP outside Majority Leader Time-Ayariga near Bracer because any day be on what answer. As some year before Cramponos need time be ours. Now, so this time, our chair said this is the time was Parliament sit upright. No more summon a year honorable a year assent be due to about Parliament House because on no wine so it's meeting at Parliament. Catching is a Parliament for NDZT. NCZ somebody a bill from from one arm of government from the legislature. So no man for bill BNC the presidency. So at that time no Obi is secretary to the president. New rule anything as an arm of government. New rule anything on elected at the Betsy Parliament warning or catching that thing no is against the law also face law no. The near break can't seem be breed. Now so in no this a case no I shall see a developer from last week. No more train as Ankaja or my camera speaker going to or no or no so didn't ruling hour because NDC force I pass it beyond that. I can't say Mahama be asante. NPP force the bill on the Reintroduce bill because that bill only happened under the 8th Parliament. So if said that bill yeah sente the or say introduce the bill ni bill. Koye confusion be brave. I'm Afenyo marking cover echo attack a honorable Newz. Nina koye si entry speaker mbra. And the speaker didn't ruling aba. It's a speaker ruling our chair say a day happy under the 8th Parliament be a history a trim. Say I sent a fine a yamra a weke. Now so say I sent a dear a yamra and I say history a trim. So if say a person pass any bill under the 8th Parliament be there, I was here say introduces any bill. So this is the time case we are about there any yes I introduce the bill ni bill. Now the needed procedure BSF and behind the enconco firm. Na bill no sombe omo besa introduce bill ma or be making sure say update. It doesn't make sense the 8th Parliament bill on an error. And I said, also no come make a correction because say update. I'm making some update. Send be a bill no ne quality in bed the ever question. When you marking sorry or try so be misinterpreted a speaker. Means some more kind about updating the bill. I say so mwanga samaji out to mend this MPs for mwanga samaji out to say now there was a lot of errors in the bill. And I've heard a magic out to that is the reason why I'm going to call presidency or no the secretary as had the bill on a bramos among family no not errors room speaker Bagbin cried out to send errors room And after the man will say, Nadia can ampa. But that time, no, if say errors, now Afenyo marking, and I'm not a majority leader, head of government business. BBR. So na errors woman, one of the errors in the once the level of hypocrisy on one can say exposing her on one can say a partisan winning. At that time, any chimesa bonsu. At that time, no, say chimesa bonsu grandpa, na Afenyo marking can go for no leaders for no. So na errors woman, and this for fault. Na errors woman, a bamba being fault. Mwankasa na ebi amoma errors bem because of politics. Because ebi in future no mubitima afa ho ayeye mo niema bi still na ade na ekoso. So if say na errors woma ade ntina mo amode bi one ba ma hwehwem na o de blame say be go Ghana for so. Eno na abamba me hweti ni din ho ne say Akroma stop na oya de ade bi ahye me kon. Or chimu chance on cars errors were dealing with that. Don't barber correct on cars are that. Nemo see ye bad dating. So when jai the organic now the end on Cofobianco reported saying LGBTQ the 8th Parliament on me an errors room and Ukraine a base and another intimate sense, not just a bear propaganda and another why vindicated. The entire ones and to that be on say na errors room. So on cars are that. So when jai the organic or try as and kabja or be force ya magana for sampa errors room na bamba bin graduate to errors room or na bamba bin the etiana yin was kind on to say enough is enough no can to me ye why a year why ye be a year ni say ye be correct name ye be update ni a pass because the president sure Ghana for say any day beyond back on me pass biano or be sign that bill so as and parliament is ready to pass that bill so chaos in Subscribe and share my news in your bintia for once in your gram.